I'm very excited about this. The class is called Filmmaking and Storytelling with Casey Neistat, and I'm taking it. 30 days of that from him, Casey Neistat, for me, and for you a little bit too. I'm not going to share everything he says because that would be stealing. But if you want to join the journey with me, I'll let you know. I'll be taking copious notes and I'll have my commentary on it, and 30 straight days of instruction. I'll let you know what he's having us do, what he's taught us, and what I've done, and share what I create with you. If you want to join me on the journey, this is the place. 30 days, filmmaking and storytelling with Casey Neistat, monthly.com class. I'm excited. So day one, today's class, video lesson, introduction to the class, due today. Finding ideas around you, due today. It's a 20-minute video. And then last but not least, Project 1A, find your idea. He's already had us do some videos and there's been some pre-class stuff, but nothing that's that vital. I'm excited about this. Let's go. Of course, I'll be watching this and then I'll let you know what I think. Join me, shall you? All right, I'm excited about this. Let's get this class started.
Welcome to day one of the class. So over the next 30 days, I'm going to be taking you through my entire filmmaking process. Everything from the inception of the idea to which gear I use to how I edit and what editing software I use.
Yes, please.
Every aspect of my filmmaking.
Hello. I'm doing my class. Oh, it's a good song. Okay, see you later. All right, so I just finished the introduction, first little 3-minute, 4-minute video. Basically what he's saying is committing to the 30 days, committing to not being shy. Generally not my problem. So I'll do my best, Casey, to not be shy. I can't imagine that's going to be an issue. Maybe it will, you know, trying to get you out of your comfort zone, obviously, and I'm very, very excited about it. So the first assignment, which he's about to share with us, is the spontaneous video. We're going to do a spontaneous video. So he talked about there's 2 buckets of videos. One that you just take your camera and you leave the house and you go in and make a video, or you don't have to leave that, you go and make a video. And the other one is maybe one that you plan out longer. He talked about his movie about his love for his wife and how he had footage from years and years and years ago. So obviously it took a long time and he thought about it for years. So you use the things that he's going to teach us, the filmmaking techniques in both, but they're very different buckets of videos. Ones that are just very spontaneous and one that you really plan out. And this one will be the spontaneous one. And I'm excited because I think those are the most fun. I really enjoy that. Just, I don't know how the movie's going to start, and let's kind of create it together as the day goes along. So I'm excited about that. And that's what the first assignment's going to be. So this next video is over 21 minutes long. It's due today. Number 2, finding ideas around you. Casey demonstrates how to discover promising film ideas and identify underlying themes using the environment around you. I think Casey does this brilliantly. Obviously, he made New York one of the, a character in his films and his videos. And I think, I live in Fort Worth. I've got a lot of opportunities for that kind of thing too. I don't work or live downtown like he did, but I do think there's a lot of opportunities for me with that, and I just think it's neat creatively. So finding ideas around you. Assignment number 2. Okay, that was a lot of fun. The lesson notes for this were Casey's walking around his neighborhood and finding ideas or creating ideas right in front of you, showing you. For a Casey Neistat fan that I am, I would call myself an uber, super duper, big time Casey Neistat fan. I love his content. I love the way he tells a story. This was a lot of fun. This was like nostalgic for me. He talks about some of my favorite videos he's ever made and the ideas for them. And he talks about future videos, whether he makes them or not, I don't know, but future videos that he has ideas for. And it's very interesting. I can get behind his way of going around and just finding the interesting. As he says, if he finds it interesting, someone else is going to too. It's pretty neat. So he talks about the role of the idea, and that's where everything starts. Everything starts with an idea. Yet sometimes ideas are very overrated, which I totally agree with. He talks about it's in the execution of the video. It's not that he has a $21,000 first class seat. It's the interesting things about that seat. It's not that he is having a bunch of noises in the neighborhood, because everybody has noise in their neighborhood. It's how he tells those stories. I find that fascinating. Ideas are the motivation for the video, but it doesn't make it a good or a bad video, he talks about. And then he talks about spontaneous ideas versus premeditated ideas, like we talked about last time a little bit. And those spontaneous ideas are the ones that I'm most excited about. The bike lane ticket video, he talks about getting that ticket and making it interesting, and the story wasn't that he got a ticket, because who cares about the ticket? It was the idiocy of the idea that he couldn't leave the bike lane, and then he shows that very funny, in a very funny way for the video. So that's pretty good stuff. And then he discusses some of his best videos. We talked about that already, the airplane seat thing and all that. Then he heads outside to find that idea. He walks around his neighborhood and he shares ideas that he comes up with. And I'll tell you what struck me is his constant smile. Just the process of thinking up ideas excites him. And it excites me too. It's fun to be able to tell a story. I love the idea of having this mundane, silly thing and making it something that somebody smiles about. Maybe it's a teachable moment. Maybe somebody learns a thing, right? But even more than that, making somebody have a good day, because that was a funny, quirky way to look at that. I love that. I find that fascinating. So I loved watching him create these silly ideas. It's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. He gets an idea for an instructional video on how to buy counterfeit bags in New York City, and that's hilarious, and I love that. Finally, Casey challenges us to do what he did, walk our neighborhood. He talks about just go to your car, just go to your front yard, or just go to your neighborhood and walk it and come up with ideas. And my mind's already spinning. I haven't even left my seat yet. My mind's already spinning for doing that. I'll go to my backyard, I'll go to my front yard, I'll walk my neighborhood, all that kind of stuff. It's going to be fun. And then he just, again, ends with find interesting ideas in our personal environment. I love this. It was 21 minutes. I had a blast. I took the notes that I just shared with you. That's more notes than I took in all of my college career. I'm going to love this class. I'm loving it already. All right, so I just finished the first two videos in Casey Neistat's 30-day storytelling video editing class. And the assignment is to walk around our neighborhood and find some ideas. 4 ideas that you can make a video out of. So let's go. I'm going to do that right now. And if you want to see that video, just click over to the next video in this playlist.